Some people like to point to the story of Cain and Abel as a proof that the Bible is incorrect. They base this on the misunderstanding of the Genesis account in chapter 4. The Bible records the story of two of the sons of Adam and Eve. One son was named Abel and kept flocks, while the other son's name was Cain, and he worked the soil. God gave instruction to both men on how to bring an offering to him. But Cain chose to do it his own way, and not the way God had instructed them. When God looked in favor on Abel's offering, Cain became angry and killed his own brother. But, as always, our sin is seen by God.
What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground.
God made the punishment fit the crime. The soil no longer produced for Cain, and he became a wanderer on the earth.
My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on earth, and whoever finds me will kill me.
But in an act of mercy, God put a mark on Cain, which was a sign and indicator so no one who found him would kill him. The Bible records that Cain then left there to go live in the land of Nod, east of Eden. The Bible does not state the name of Cain's wife, but the only possible answer is that she was either his sister, his niece, or great-niece. The Bible does not state how old Cain was when he killed Abel. They were likely full-grown adults, and both probably already had families. Adam and Eve were the first and only human beings, so their children would have no choice but to intermarry. Today, when two people who are related to each other and have similar genetics have children together, there's a high risk of recessive characteristics becoming dominant, and genetic abnormalities can occur. When people come from different families or bloodlines, then it's highly unlikely that both parents will carry the same recessive trait. But Adam and Eve, as the original man and woman created by God, did not have any genetic defects, which allowed the first generations of their descendants to have a clean gene pool. Much later on, God directed Moses to forbid interfamily marriage after there were enough people to make intermarriage unnecessary. We don't know how many sons and daughters Adam and Eve had, or the full numbers their offspring had. By the time of Abel's murder, the men could have been 40, or they could have been 100, with many generations in between. The fact that Cain was scared for his life indicates that there were likely many children and grandchildren living at the time.
Cain was rightly scared that one of the others might avenge Abel's killing.
The Bible records that Cain went to live in the land of Nod east of Eden. If the land already had inhabitants, they were direct descendants of Adam and Eve and related to Cain. The Bible records that Cain began building a city, so it's also possible that Cain traveled to this area and established the city with his family.